Hey there, welcome back to Nicole and Mico. If you are new around here, we have been on the road for the last 10 months traveling internationally, and we have come home for a brief visit, and home for us is Canada. So in our last episode, we were doing a little hike in the beautiful Canadian Rockies, and today we wanted to explore more of the mountains, and what a better place to do that than gorgeous Banff. So today we are taking you to Banff to see the sights here, eat a little bit of the food here that is known to be Canadian. It's beautiful, it's winter, it's a little chilly, but warm enough to be outside.
Thanks very much.
We grabbed, oh, I just popped Mico's lid off. We grabbed ourselves some Tim Hortons because no Canadian road trip can start without Tim Hortons. We also got Timbits. So, for anyone who doesn't know what a Timbit is, Timbits are the holes that come out of donuts when you make a donut. That is what a Timbit looks like, and they are absolutely delicious. So it's literally a donut. It's the donut hole covered in deliciousness, and they're like a one bite donut. In Banff, the town of Banff. And one of the reasons we wanted to come out here now is because it's snow days, and normally there would be a competition for like ice carving, but that's not happening this year. So instead what they've done is 7 installations like this one you can see behind me, which is a sculpture actually made out of snow. I've never seen it before. I honestly had no idea what to expect, but how beautiful. They've done such a wonderful job.
I feel like we're trapped in an era of time where everyone lived in the mountains.
I feel like we're in a snow globe, like one of those like, cute little Christmas snow globes.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like here. It's just like this tiny little village. Everything's so like aesthetic. So something that I think is really cool about Banff is that all the streets are named after like classic Canadian animals. There's like Bear Street, and Buffalo Street, and Caribou Street, and Rabbit Street. I don't know, I think it's kind of neat. So it's like you drive down and you're like, oh, just take a left on Deer Street, please. Oh, and then we'll take a right on Bear Street. Yeah, I don't know. This seems very Canadian, eh?
Okay, so we're now looking for the poutine shop to have for lunch. And it's down the road, left on Caribou, and right on Bear Street.
See? I told you.
I almost dropped it.
Oh my goodness. So if you're unfamiliar with poutine, poutine is a super traditional, classic Canadian dish. It originated in Quebec, which is on the sort of eastern side of Canada. And it is cheese curds, French fries, and gravy. And it tastes just as delicious as it sounds. Oh my goodness. That is so good.
Man, whoever thought of combining cheese, gravy, and fries into one bite was a genius. Thanks.
Yum.
In case you're wondering, it smells as good as it looks in here. So what'd you get?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got 2 things. One is called a bear paw, for obvious reasons.
Clever.
I believe it's caramel inside. The other one is a myrtle. We've actually never had a myrtle before. Look at this. This thing's like the size of my face. This thing's huge.
Oh my god.
A myrtle is chocolate, obviously, caramel, and peanuts. And from what we understand, we asked the fella in here, and like a myrtle is like their thing. It's their specialty. So you can only get this in Banff. This is a Banff exclusive chocolate.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Oh, that's divine.
That thing is huge.
Like, did I even bite it? This little guy came in at about $8, I think, though. They're not cheap, but I mean, that's like 4 chocolate bars.
Wow, that's good.
It's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, bear paw? I mean, yeah, paw. It's so cute. Okay, I like this better. That's yummy.
It's
Wanna try?
Nicole sized.
And it's Nicole sized.
Wow, that was great dessert.
Mm-hmm.
To follow up a poutine meal.
We're going on a healthy streak today.
Yeah.
Now let's go get ourselves a coffee. It's a man and his dog. Actually, it's a man and his sled dog, I think.
I think this is our favorite one so far.
It's so cute.
Might be because it has a dog in it.
Just maybe. That's so cool. You think a chainsaw is for wood, but in Canada it's for snow.
That's how they're made, in case you're wondering.
Wow.
You start off with a massive block of snow, and then you use a chainsaw, and then you just start carving out.
Just carve away.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably more complicated than that. So behind me, there's actually a really great view of Sulphur Mountain. You can get a gondola ride up from the town of Banff up to the top of Sulphur Mountain, where you can have some epic views of the whole kind of mountain range area. Highly recommend it. We're not doing it today because it can be a little bit costly. I think it's like $50 per person, and we've done it before. So we'll skip out on it today, but if you're in the area and you got a limited amount of time to see the mountains, that's a really good option.
But I've never been here before. This is Bow Falls Viewpoint, and Mico's been here in the summer, and he's like, oh, we should go there. I'm like, where what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. It's beautiful though, look at this place.
In the summer, this is so gorgeous. Like the water is flowing like rapids up the river there, and then it comes around this corner and it goes down this like really picturesque view of the mountains, and like the water is like turquoise. It's so pretty. Today it's mostly like frozen, and there's a little bit of running water that we can see.
It is freezing cold. Let's go to the Fairmont.
Yeah, let's go to the Banff Springs.
Let's go to the big hotel. Welcome to the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. It is basically a castle.
The hotel really has this like vintage vibe, like very like mountain castle-esque. So things look a little bit old, but like very kind of like luxury.
I don't know how old the hotel is. I wish we'd looked it up. We don't have any internet. I don't know how old it is.
But I know it's old enough to have ghosts in it, so
True,
that seems to be something that people talk about whenever they stay here, is that they hear creaks and moans and things like that throughout the hotel.
Those moans.
No, yeah, those moans, you know. So here's one of the big reasons why you go to this hotel, is for views like this. It is beautiful. You're like a castle right in the mountains. You're surrounded by pine trees and snow, and if you feel like you're starting to get a little cold, you can take a dip in the pool and be outside. I'm not sure if we mentioned earlier, we were here a couple weeks ago and had some time in the pool, and that was excellent.
Okay, we have one thing left on the agenda today. Last thing, beaver tails. Let's go get some.
Our beaver tails.
Oh my gosh, look at this. We each got one, which I think was a good choice. They smell amazing.
Just to top off this very healthy day. So you got the classic and I got the maple, so.
Oh my god.
Good?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so good. It tastes just like a mini donut. It smells just like a mini donut.
It smells like cinnamon and...
Because it's cinnamon and sugar. Yeah, and like a donut.
So this is the maple, like sugary flakes, I think,
and like
maple spread.
It
smells amazing.
Like the paper.
How have we not had this before?
Is it good?
It's so good. I can't believe we've never had this.
I'm so glad we each got our own. Wow.
Gotta incorporate that maple syrup, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we're gonna end it off on a high note with some beaver tails.
Mm-hmm.
It's been awesome walking around Banff.
You should definitely come and visit if you get a chance. It is beautiful here any time of the year.
Honestly, if you don't even go to the mountains, just come here for the food.
It's been pretty yummy. And I think we're gonna leave you here. If you guys want to kind of see where we're heading next, click the subscribe button so you guys can follow along.
And hit that like button too. It really helps out the channel.
We will catch you in the next one. Thanks for coming and exploring our own backyard with us.
Thanks for watching.
Look at that. What should I say?
Perfect! Should we do this video?
Banff!
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 Over here.
We love Banff!
Banff!
Shoot, we forgot to say why they're called beaver tails. So I guess they're called beaver tails because literally they kind of look like a beaver tail. Like they're like flattened. It's really just a donut, but it's been flattened down and it is the shape and size of a beaver tail. And obviously a beaver is a very Canadian animal. We do have lots of them here. So, sorry, that's what that means, but now mine's almost gone. But that's the relevance of the beaver tail.
I'm glad we clarified that because this is definitely not a real beaver tail if people are thinking that.
Deep fried beaver tail? No, it's donut.
Maple covered beaver tail.
No, we're not that Canadian.